All right, everybody, we're going to be getting into another PMD Explorers of Sky Beat Groudon race. Today we have Yimmo and Strifesada as our runners. I am Juicebox.
And I'm Cinderdog. So today is one of many matches that have been on today. This will be in continuation with the other match that's currently happening on another SpeedGaming channel, the last ones of the night. The winner of this match, let's see. The winner of this match will go on to the second round and face Jirachi. We're off. The Zapdos has one of the beta profiles.
I didn't actually see that.
I noticed that it went from the original one and then it went to a worse quality one with a 1 on it. Alright, so we both chose Zapdos, which knows Icy Fang and Icy Wind. Interesting.
Okay, so who do you think has the better team selected here?
I don't... Oh, Strife. Definitely.
Yeah, I definitely think that Strife also has the correct team selection here.
Manaphy's interesting.
Yimmo's background in PMD is a little bit more extensive than Strife. Strife is primarily known in the Crystal Bingo community, whereas Yimmo is the former Beat Darkrai world record holder, which is one of our longest and most difficult categories in Pokemon Mystery Dungeon.
Which also does include Manaphy.
Yeah, it does include Manaphy. Maybe that's why he picked Manaphy. He's just got a little bit of nostalgia.
Or maybe he just wanted to do double legendary.
Oh, and Secure Account actually says he still has that record. I thought it was former. That's my mistake.
Oh, interesting. Now, I don't know the level curves for Zappy Boy and Manaphy, but I think they're not that fast. They're either slow or medium. But the interesting thing about Yimmo's team... The interesting thing about Yimmo's team is both starter and partner can go over water.
Yeah, that might have actually played a pretty big part in the selection, because Shiftry does have the better base stats. I don't know about the gross. I would imagine Manaphy's a little bit better. But he is lacking the ability to... or Strife is lacking the ability to take his partner with him when he goes over water.
And that...
So Yimmo is in Drench Bluff, getting a one-room floor, which is interesting. And Strife is unfortunately still in Beach Cave, but he's going to find himself out here pretty shortly.
Goofy. Okay. Yimmo's doing his best Juice cosplay. Oh, interesting. Manaphy just learned Water Pulse, a stab move.
Stab is extremely good in Pokemon Mystery Dungeon. It's already very good in main series Pokemon. For those of you who aren't aware, Stab is an acronym for Same Type Attack Bonus. So you get bonus damage as long as the attack that you're using is the same type as your Pokemon. Ooh, Strife taking an unfortunate wipe here. But that is 1.5 times damage multiplier, and this is in both PMD and main series. But the difference in PMD is super effective is also only 1.5 times. So having the same type attack bonus is just as good as having a type advantage.
Correct. Alright, Yimmo's going to Yimmo's not going to Keck, but there's a Keck right next to him.
He didn't go to Keck, but Keck came to him, and Keck brought rare fossils, so he's very happy with that choice.
Now, the reason why Yimmo's allowed to take those rare fossils from Kecleon is rare fossils and another item called Golden Seeds are from a late dungeon called the Golden Chamber. You can't buy nor sell those items. Therefore, they're not normally accessed by Keck. So if they're in the Keck shop in this randomizer, you can just take them for free.
And Yimmo, unfortunately, running into the downsides of running Manaphy there, almost took a wipe here. He might still wipe just because of the sandstorm. But Manaphy, even with a super effective move, unable to take down Mawile in one attack and almost being one-shot in return.
And then Yimmo also missing that first fossil. Ooh. Now, these fossils do a fixed 100 damage. Like I said, they're a late item. So they have a really good throwing range. It's about 10 tiles in any direction. So they're really, really good, and you definitely want to keep them. Use them as much as you can.
Yimmo, very fortunately, not getting into another damaging weather floor because I don't think Manaphy would have lasted.
I don't think so either. Oh, a warp scarf!
Clearing Beach Cave. I did not notice before, but the Shiftry actually has a same type of attack bonus, Night Slash. So that's going to be extremely good, especially with Shiftry's bases already being very good.
Oh, Strife picked up an apple. That's actually pretty good for later in this randomizer.
And we did see Yimmo pick up the Warp Scarf. I don't know how much use he's going to be able to get out of it because he cannot afford to leave this Manaphy.
No, this Manaphy will probably die. I'm not sure how he's...
In fact, he's going to take a wipe right here just because of the weather. Manaphy's HP is just too low. We might see a full restart.
Will he purposely take another reset to get a seed? No.
Looks like we're not going to get an intentional wipe or a full reset.
Interesting choice.
Strife in a very similar situation. Shiftry taking a ton of damage here to Sandstorm.
This is Bristle? Is it Bristle? I thought we were still in Drench Bluff.
Yimmo is in Bristle. Strife is in Bluff.
Oh, okay.
In the Goofy Desolation. Sorry.
Honestly, once we change the names, I'm just completely lost.
Yeah.
I'm completely lost on what dungeon we're in anymore.
Yimmo picking up X-Ray Specs. That's going to be a very useful pickup. Probably more useful for him in this particular run than a Warp Scarf would be.
Ooh, I wonder... Strife's leaving his partner.
Yep, Strife is seeing now that he cannot take his partner with him. It shouldn't matter as much as leaving a Manaphy behind, because Shiftry does have, again, those good base stats, so it will be able to stand up for itself a little bit better. And it actually has 2 stab moves. It's got Magical Leaf and Night Slash.
Ooh. I think overall, Strife definitely got the better partner.
Love Disc does have Beat Up, which is going to teleport more Love Discs into the room.
Oh, Love Disc, you try so hard.
And this is actually a very frustrating room for Strife, because believe it or not, just because it's Love Disc does not mean it's not going to waste a ton of time, because that beat up animation just takes forever, and then you have to wait for all the teleports.
Honestly, if there's a lot of Pokemon and beat up is pulled, not good either.
Yeah, that can be very dangerous, but luckily he's not going to have to deal with that unless it comes up later, because he is out of Bluff.
Interesting. So, Strife grabbing a quick seed in the shop and then heading into the same dungeon.
So Strife is only behind by 5 floors. He can very easily make this up, especially with, in my opinion, the better partner choice. So we'll see how well he can close this
Ooh, a tight belt. That could actually be very useful for later dungeons.
Yes, especially the 3 dungeons that are in this run that are over 10 floors. He's gonna want to use that tight belt.
Not checking the TMs, seeing if they may be Frost. Interesting choice.
I think it's probably okay to not check these TMs. He doesn't have much to sell, so
True.
His only option would be stealing, which we don't really want to do.
unless the stairs are right next door.
Right. Yimmo is on the last floor of Bristle, though, here.
Did Strife use any of the stat boosting vitamins?
He has not used them yet, no.
Interesting. I wonder if he wants to use those or not. The one interesting thing that Strife has over Yimmo is Strife found a Steel Wing for his Zapdos. So now he has 4 moves instead of the 3 that Yimmo has.
And I would really like to see, from both of these players, some move linking, because that has been greatly undervalued, I feel, so far in the tournament.
I agree. Is this Zapdos or Articuno?
Strife actually gaining some ground back. He's clearing a few floors, and Yimmo's just stuck on this 9F. He's not having a great time.
What do you think quotation drowsy quotation will be?
My guess this time is we're gonna see a Bagon.
A Bagon? My guess, let's go with... Macargo.
Ooh, and Strife may not like taking down the swag cargo as a crystal player.
One of the reasons why I said it.
Okay, Yimmo is entering the drowsy fight. And it's a Parasect. We were not even close.
Ooh, that is a miserable thing to see in BRT in Purity Forest.
Speaking of miserable, Yimmo about to enter the miserable land as soon as he checks these shops.
Oh, Strife missing that rare fossil.
Yeah, a missed rare fossil into Fury Swipes. While multi-hits are not as good as they were in the first Pokemon Mystery Dungeon, they are still dangerous. The damage was unchanged, it's just accuracy.
And you know what? Since technically Zapdos is a non-gendered Pokemon, it actually takes the attributes of male Pokemon, which means it does not have the accuracy boost and the evasion boost as female Pokemon do. What it has is the higher critical rates as male Pokemons do.
Which is super unfortunate because we do prefer accuracy, because accuracy is just consistency.
Mm-hmm. Oh, and Yimmo taking a wipe.
Yep, on the first floor of this waterfall cave, it seems that the miserable land tag is not wrong. Strife, he might have missed that because that flew by his screen really fast. He might have seen it right there, though. There's a golden seed on this floor.
Who has it?
I'm not sure. I didn't catch it.
I didn't catch it either.
Well, there you go. It's that Ampharos.
It is! Who is gonna... he's smart to use it on a Zappy Boy.
Yeah, I think it would be very good to use it on the Zapdos. Which he
12,
was going
13,
to do.
14, 15, move. Ooh! No, not going for it. Oh, there you go. There you go.
There he goes.
Not going for agility would be a very fascinating move. Probably not an intelligent one, but a fascinating one.
We'll have to see how much Strife knows speed boosting strats against bosses, because that's something that we would consider a lot more as PMD runners, but he has not played as much of the game, so he might not know the value of just getting to move a little bit more. Healing up a little bit before he enters the stairs. I think that's perfectly fine. He
double
didn't
stair
need
floors.
it because, yeah, he got the double stair floor, but it was still a good safety strat.
You never know if you actually get it or not.
Unfortunately, he did not realize he was on the last floor and waited up to heal a little bit more, but that's fine. He's
It's
just gonna
okay.
enter the boss and throw
Hello,
a fossil at him.
Parasect.
No, he's not. He doesn't have fossils.
Oh, yes, he does.
he
He has a
has one.
single one. Nice. Meanwhile, Yimmo's going through the secret bazaar. Manaphy has air slash. That's fascinating. Yimmo did not get the golden seed, no.
Strife is going to be entering Waterfall Cave with only a 4-floor deficit. He's doing really well for himself right here, but Yimmo is not to be counted out.
True. I think moveset-wise, his Zappy Boy is better.
Yes, the Steel Wing actually adds a lot of versatility.
And then on top of that, getting agility because he got the golden seed.
Right.
It's very interesting to see if it'll actually play out, though.
Yimmo clearing floors very quickly until he runs into this just miserable Applewoods layout, but he did find it.
Nice. All right, Yimmo's out. Oh, hello, Hidden Stairs.
Yimmo's having a great time with these secret bazaars. He is a frequent visitor to those. The Manaphy is beginning to get a little bit better with its level ups. Still taking a few turns to take out that Ninetales, but at least it didn't need to be babysat for the entire thing.
True. Unfortunate weather that they're getting, though.
Yeah,
sandstorms and clouds.
Yimmo almost taking it would have been a seed now to Blast Burn, which is very scary. He's just going to repeatedly bounce and every single time, because when the Amistar uses Blast Burn, it has to waste a turn, so he's actually completely safe to just bounce over and over.
And those are some high-level strats. It's interesting, though, for Strife. He has Icy Wind, which can slow down a Pokemon, and then he also has Agility, which can speed himself up. If he plays smart, he'll be able to actually use it.
Yeah, that will actually be super helpful, especially on the final fight. We're not going to see it get too much use in the regular dungeons, just because everything goes down so fast, you don't really need to manipulate stats like that. Mm-hmm. But when the Pokemon has 500 health, that's going to be super helpful. Yimmo's struggling to fight that Trapinch. Trapinch actually does have pretty alright bases.
He's a good trappy boy. Ooh, 3 apples. And Oran or Redden? Wait, he's only grabbing 1?
Yeah, I don't know why he didn't grab both of those.
He definitely could have grabbed at least the golden apples.
Wow, and that Manaphy, I just mentioned that its stats were getting okay, but it did just get hit with Super Fang, which halves its HP, and it only took 14 damage. So this Manaphy has 28 HP. It's not a great look.
It's baby.
Strife unfortunately taking a wipe on the 6th floor of Waterfall Cave. He's still got pretty good time to catch up. I still think that this partner could be a massive problem.
Interesting, he didn't check Purple Kek. Purple Kek in the randomizer does not mean it only has TMs and orbs. It can have regular items as well. Like rare fossils.
Yimmo actually choosing to Warp Scarf away from the Manaphy. I'm very concerned for. Actually, wait, no.
It's killed something. Let's go, Manaphy!
So the thing with this Manaphy and the reason that he's able to Warp Scarf is actually there's 2 Pokemon sleeping in the hallway. They cannot be passed, so nothing can threaten the Manaphy right now.
Nice, that's smart. Let's go together. Now, Cloudy is an interesting weather effect. What it does is it lowers accuracy of every Pokemon type besides normal.
And this is not to be confused with Fog, because they do look very similar, but Fog is just an effect that lowers electric type damage.
Because of course.
Because Pikachu didn't, Pikachu is just a little bit too strong, you know? He didn't have enough issues in this game already, so they made a weather to make him worse.
To make it even worse. Yimmo taking advantage that him and his partner can go over water, and Yimmo picking up a Pass Scarf.
Yimmo finding the stairs right next to the room that he spawned in. He unfortunately took the long way around.
happens.
And Strife's
Meanwhile,
whole team is taking a nap.
that Ninetales is like, "Hi, would you like some status?"
Yeah, that Ninetales is just stacking tons of status. Poison, sleep, just everything. And the Gloom's trying to freeze from off screen as well.
Would you guys like some status? How about some status?
Strife checking in on his rare fossils. I don't know if that said 12 or 2.
Oh, I think it... I didn't check either, actually.
And Strife is just not having good luck at all with this waterfall cave. He's fighting just
Oh,
conga lines of enemies.
More rare fossils. Ooh, oh no, it's a mix elixir. No one's a Linoon! Oh, Skitty with special run. That's only slightly terrifying, especially since you don't have to recover after a special run. Yimmo's getting pretty close to... Oh. Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. He was definitely gonna heal up in the special bazaar.
Yeah, and that is definitely a good play from him. We have not seen too many people actually utilize the secret bazaar for its shops. It's mainly just like, oh hey, nice, we found the stairs. With an extra step. It's
definitely interesting because, like, out of all the shops, that one's the best one because it heals not only your HP but also your PP. So if you have moves that you're out of and you manage to get in there, definitely worth it. Manaphy's trying so hard. Manaphy's now doing an improv dedicated traveler.
You can't fight everything if you're not allowed to attack.
Not grabbing the heal seed. Interesting choice there.
Strife is gonna make it out of Waterfall Cave now, and he is now nearly a full dungeon behind, but anything could happen. Never mind. Not anything can happen on the last floor because he's not on the last floor.
Nope, he's on 9 gate, floor 1. Nice gate, floor 1. Is this dungeon actually nice?
Well, I would say no because it gave him a Weedle to take care of. He's already babysitting the Manaphy. Now he has to watch a Weedle.
Oh gosh, a Weedle. What moves could this Weedle possibly Ice Beam? And Grovyle has Hyper Beam.
Yimmo not too bothered by the Hyper Beam. He's just gonna trade Icy Winds back at it.
I mean, smart, using a super effective move against it. Not grabbing the apple. Interesting.
I think we should see him go pick up this apple before he leaves the room. Otherwise, it might bite. He's gonna leave it.
He's leaving it. That's an interesting choice.
You want to be very careful with the amount of food items that you have in this randomizer because the longest dungeon is 14 floors, and you might get 14 floors of Sky Pillar Peak.
And get extremely anti-floored on every single one of them.
I mean, I've said it quite a few times. It's not uncommon for you to like get low on belly and get that hungry message on like the 3rd floor just because of the random layouts.
Oh, Strife's actually using agility for the first time. Don't think he knows that you can use it up to quadruple speed though. One of the few differences that main series and PMD has.
Yimmo is almost through this first expedition dungeon. He has just the 8th and 9th floor left to go. And then this Weedle will get an entirely new moveset. It will still unfortunately be a Weedle, but it will have a different moveset.
Thankfully. Yimmo reading the description of stairs just to make sure they're actually stairs.
Yeah, you never know when those mimic stairs are around. They might get you. And Yimmo is in the Dark Canyon, which might as well just be a regular dungeon that exists in the game. That's so close to something that would be in the game.
You can go 6 times +6 in main series, but how agility works in PMD is completely different. Here it's movement speed. So allowing you to have more turns, to be able to attack or to leave and get away quicker. I'm combined quickly and quicker.
Quicklier.
Oh, hi, Secret Bazaar. Bye, Secret Bazaar.
Delibird is actually pretty dangerous, not demonstrating that very well by doing 8 damage to the Manaphy that I've been making fun of for the entire thing. But Delibird does have very good bases, deceptively good bases, if you're expecting Delibird from main series.
Delibird is one of those few Pokemon you're like, why does it have such good stats? It's because it's a single stage Pokemon, really.
Yeah, single stage Pokemon and just where you encounter it in the game, it's so late that it has to have good base stats, otherwise it's not threatening.
Yeah. Oh, look at that Manaphy actually putting in the work with that stab water pulse.
Yeah, Manaphy has definitely started scaling, if not on the HP front, at least on the attacking front. It is really putting in work. Yimmo sees a space globe, he's gonna go buy it. He might not have seen it, especially with this background. It looks like an orb.
Oh, he froze the Espeon, and that is an unfortunate.
Massive brain using bounce the turn before it thawed, though.
Yeah, that's pretty smart. So how freeze works in PMD? You can't damage a Pokemon if it's frozen. You're just stuck there if it's blocking your path until it thaws. The only way you'd be able to damage it is maybe with a Fire-type move.
Yep, Fire-type move, and another fun fact is not only can it be a huge time loss, it can be a huge, resources loss, because your partner does not have good enough AI to realize that he should not be attacking the thing that is frozen. So if your partner is adjacent to it, it's just going to keep trying to hit it and doing nothing.
And if you're frozen, then the AI is dumb and still tries to attack you every single turn.
Right, that is the upside of being frozen. It's better for you than it is for... It's better for you to be frozen than enemies to be frozen.
Yeah. Oh, my Diana. Oh, so cute.
Yimmo is in a very dangerous spot here.
Oh,
yep, and he is going to take a seed.
There's the seed. I don't think he has another seed.
I think that might have actually been his only seed, yeah.
Yeah, I don't think he has another seed, which means he has to play carefully, or else he's gonna redo this entire dungeon.
And this is the one dungeon. If you had to redo every dungeon but one, you're gonna choose Mount Horn as your exception, because this is the longest dungeon.
And you have your quotation Bidoof.
Right. Yeah, and the Weedle was, it definitely had potential. Okay, he did have another seed. Very lucky.
Okay.
But that Weedle did have potential to save the first seed, but it missed both Twin Needles on the Mightyena. It probably would have saved him a seed.
Yeah, especially with Twin Needle on a Dark type. Yeah.
Strife is now in the expedition. We could see a comeback here because Yimmo has no seeds left, and Strife has a very powerful partner, leader-partner combo.
And Yimmo is just fighting all of these secret floors.
Wow, that was a secret floor too, huh? I thought that was just regular stairs that he spawned next to.
Me too!
Someone get this man a membership card at the Secret Bazaar. Unfortunately, we did not see either of the players link their moves.
No.
Would have really liked to see that, especially out of Strife, because he does have that extra attacking move. But Yimmo is just stuck with Ice Fang, Icy Wind, and he's unable to one-hit KO most things.
Did you see what Yimmo picked up?
Seeing the stairs there. No.
He picked up an Oren berry.
Oh, unfortunate. Yeah, these X-ray specs are definitely putting in some work for Yimmo. He's going to be exiting Mount Horn, getting rid of that Weedle, and entering the Witty Volcano.
Now, for anyone that doesn't know, in Pokemon Mystery Dungeon Explorers of Sky, there are look-alike items. These items do pretty much the opposite of what the original item does. So an Oren Berry actually damages you.
And we did see a Mix Elixir earlier. The thing with the Mix Elixir is a lot of the lookalikes, they will just do the opposite effect. The Mix Elixir is unique in that in the Japanese version, it plays a pun on Linoon's name in Japanese. So it is a Max Elixir that only works on Linoon. Just kind of got lost in translation, so a lot of people are not really sure why the Mix Elixir only works on Linoon.
And if you're wondering what these boxes are, completely unrelated to the match and the tourney. You can't even access it.
These boxes are just like the best thing you can do with these boxes, and the most use you'll get out of them is selling them if you find Reviver Seeds or something.
Sure, like that. That was an interesting floor that he had. Ah, would you like stairs or stairs? Ooh, more. Yimmo's just finding all the fossils right now.
Yeah, he's definitely going to be in a good position
Draco
with these
Meteor.
fossils. Draco Meteor, luckily not very dangerous, especially after the first hit, but it does waste a ton of time.
Yeah. Strife... If Strife thought about it a little bit smarter, he would probably did a double agility.
Yeah, he probably should have gone all the way up to quadruple speed, but we aren't sure that he knows he can go that high.
Probably not. Love the Gone pedal, personally. You know what? I can agree with you, Jay. There is a lookalike item to the Reviser Seed called the Reviser Seed, and it makes you laugh until you die.
Yep, it actually is a massive time waste if you do not realize that you have a Reviser and not a Reviver. Strife on the second to last floor of Craggy Coast, but Yimmo is 3 floors from being done with Foggy Forest, so he's got nearly a 2-dungeon lead. And these goggle specs are just doing so much for him.
Mm-hmm. The Gone Pebble makes you sad. I don't think Strife realizes that you can switch with your partner and it just hit the partner right next to you. So he's making a lot of funky movements due to it.
Right.
And Weedle is using Bind and then Sacred Fire.
Name a more threatening combo. You can't. That's the most threatening combo in all of Pokemon.
You know what's threatening? A Weedle using it. If a Weedle was using Sacred Fire against me, I'd be terrified. I'd be like, what is it? What is happening? Oh, unfortunate of using... Unfortunate of using Icy Wind on a Pokemon that's an Ice Grass type.
I'm not sure what Yimmo is looking for in his inventory there. He might have been doing a rare fossil check just to make sure that he has enough to get through the rest of the game here.
For the final quotation boss of quotation Groudon. Darkrai. You want at least 5 fossils because it has 500 HP. Also,
Yimmo finding another golden seed. That's very nice.
Ooh.
And by another, I mean his first.
His first. Oh, now he's learned agility. He's probably like, oh heck yeah, agility. Weedle using Twin Missile on an Azurill.
Strife definitely in a little bit of a bad position here. Still in Mount Horn, while Yimmo is in the pepperoni nest.
No. Strife's in the future, because he's in Dark Canyon.
Yes, exactly. So he's got a massive lead. He's like 7 or 8 dungeons ahead. We don't know how this happened.
Oh, Yimmo used one on Manaphy earlier?
I actually didn't even catch that.
I didn't catch that either. I must have been paying attention to Strife. Ooh, what is he grabbing? Is he grabbing an Oranberry? He is. Strife now has an Oranberry, which is a pretty safe berry to have.
Yeah, Orans are like gold in this randomizer because you do not find them very often, but they are so helpful.
Icy Wind missing on a Pidgey. Oof. In other news, that Pidgey definitely got messed up from that ice. Meanwhile, Weedle's trying to use Ring Out on a Ninetales, which Ninetales sprite is abnormally small. You are correct, yes. Poor Ninetales.
Yeah, we're really missing the Twin Needle from the Weedle in the previous dungeon. Twin Needle, the stab, and then just the type coverage of Bug is really good.
He might take a seed right now. Yimmo might take a seed.
Does he still have seeds? Because
No.
I thought he was. Yeah, I thought he was out of them. So he's gonna be back to the beginning of Steam Cave here.
On the stairs.
Yep, literally standing on the stairs, and he takes a wipe. Going back to the beginning of the pepperoni nest. Strife still has a chance to catch up. He was like nearly 2 dungeons behind, and now he's only a dungeon and a half. He's gaining ground.
Interesting that he gave Zapdos the sky blue bow, which really only gives like +1 or 2 on each stat.
Right. He might not have had any other good hold items. I didn't see them.
I didn't see anything either, to be honest. I mean, it's something. It's not really too good, but it's something, I guess.
Yeah, something is better than literally nothing.
Oh, there you go. Here's Yimmo using the strats of go fast.
And agility is, again, extremely good on this team because of that mobility that we mentioned earlier, because the Manaphy can just follow him, and agility affects your entire team. So he can just agility out of any situation he doesn't want to be in.
Especially with any dungeons that have water. Some drop inputs from Yimmo, I'm assuming.
Yeah, he just wanted to peck the floor next to the stairs.
Exactly. Please! Please! Please!
Yimmo on the second to last floor here. 2 skitties, actually very dangerous.
One was sleeping.
And a rare fossil, both of them, which is
smart choice.
Extremely valid, yeah.
Skitty, while you may not think about it, is a dangerous choice. It's pretty beefy, especially since it's a starter Pokemon, and they have beefed up the stats of any of the starter Pokemon. So any of the starter Pokemon are actually pretty good to take in these randomizers. Because not only will they learn moves, but they actually have pretty good base stats as well.
Strife has to do 12, 13, 14. He'll be out of Mount Horn, but Yimmo is on Upper Steam Cave, so it is his race to lose at this point. He has 6 more floors to go, and then the Groudon fight.
What do you think Groudon's gonna be?
I just got a feeling in my chest. It's a Remoraid.
It's a Remoraid? Well, let's see. What could it be? Because I was extremely wrong with yours, so... How about a baby Pokemon of some sort?
Smoochum would be dangerous as a Groudon. Smoochum is like the one baby Pokemon that for some reason just has really good stats.
Listen, they gotta give an ice type somewhere good stats. Although, thinking about it, technically Munchlax is a baby Pokemon too.
Yeah, I guess in a way Munchlax is a baby, but he gets the special status of also being
a starter.
A starter, yeah. Yimmo is about to be entering the last
Ooh.
floor of Upper Steam Cave. Strife is
A
on the
warp
second
seed.
floor of
He
Foggy
warped
floor.
his partner.
Yep, accidentally warped his partner. That's fine. He got pretty much all the info on the room that he needed, and the stairs weren't there, so it worked out.
Still decided to go to where his partner was, though.
Yeah, he might not have had faith that he would have been able to handle it. But Yimmo is on the last fight.
So War Turtle.
And this is what we were talking about.
Missing
with
a
the
Reviver
agility.
Seed.
He's gonna be throwing so many fossils, and there's not much that the War Turtle can do about it. He's gonna Leaf Storm Manaphy and drop it in one hit.
Alright, well. Let's see if Yimmo still has those fossils, does he? No.
He's out of fossils. He's gonna have to take the fight normally.
Unless he can find some fossils in the dungeon or in the keg shops.
Who don't know, agility does boost your speed, allowing you to take multiple moves in one turn. But the only way to get 2 attacks in one turn is to be at 4 stacks of agility at quadruple speed. So the reason that fight was going so well for him was because items don't count as an attack move, or as an attack, rather. So he was able to throw 4 of them every single turn. But he is not going to be able to do those with regular attacks.
I'm tilted on Yimmo's behalf now. That's understandable, Jay.
Strife is more than halfway through this foggy forest now. He might gain ground because this War Turtle is extremely threatening. As long as it chooses to use Leaf Storm on Manaphy, there's not much Yimmo can do.
Interesting. So, Strife's partner still has Magical Leaf, right?
Yes, it has Magical Leaf and Night Slash.
It has Stab super effective against War Turtle.
Stab super effective and range.
And distance. And if Strife thinks about it, he could possibly use agility. So if the AR attempts to be intelligent,
Yimmo did mess around with tactics here. I think Manaphy's gonna run away, maybe? Nope. Alright, he didn't. I don't know what he was doing in the menu there then. I thought he was telling Manaphy to run away.
Maybe he was changing moves? I wasn't paying attention, to be honest.
Super scary. The War Turtle looked at Manaphy. It's definitely...
Oh, he got confused! Oh, it's gone.
Confused cringe.
Nice. It's interesting to watch this fight actually be played out and not just be like rock, 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 rock.
Right.
Because this boss has 500 HP.
And Yimmo's gonna take it down, finish in 41-47, and it's Baby Service Fish telling him to submit the finish.
Good job, Baby Service Fish. There you go, there's the finish. That wasn't much of a fight, but it was better than just rocks.
Yeah, I don't think War Turtle was really allowed to do anything in that fight.
No, he got agility.
We should be getting Yimmo in here shortly. There he is.
There he is. Welcome, buddy. Hello.
Can you guys hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you. What's up, buddy?
I had legit no idea about the ammo issues because I've never streamed one of those and it runs fine without it. So I had no clue about it. So I'm sorry about it.
It's okay.
Definitely, wow.
So that final boss for you, huh?
Yeah, I'm like, I know I can agility boost to get infinite turns,
but
I'm lagging, so I don't want to make a misplay. And I'm like, okay, I just throw rare fossils, and then I just like, there's no way I can lose, and I did.
Yep, and that's a dangerous thought to have when you don't know its moves.
Yeah, the second time around was like what you would expect.
Oh, and there's your copy pasta in chat for you, Yimmo.
Finn made a copy pasta for me, now he's made one for you.
Oh crap! I want to see that one.
Yimmo Pixel tells you that he thinks you're cool.
Thank you. Pixel's really cool too.
So Yimmo, a question that I had since the beginning of the race. What were you thinking when you chose your leader partner combo?
Man, I didn't know Manaphy was so bad. I was so dumb. Never picks the right move. Always dying. Like, come on.
What made you think to go double legendaries?
Oh, I know Zapdos is really, really nice. And also,
yeah, Zapdos is very good.
I didn't know about the lag issues, but like I can play fine with like the flying / water. But it's super annoying with lag when you're stopping randomly. That's just like a safe partner. I didn't see anything that I liked too much, and it's just like I'll just pick whatever, and like it won't matter, and it didn't matter. It mattered a lot.
Interesting. Yimmo, will you go into your game to check what your abilities were for a quick secchi?
Oh yeah.
Thank you.
So
I'm
usually
just
always check. Yeah, I always check. Not this time. I mean, I think Manaphy redeemed itself on the final boss, right? With the 4 links.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Oh yeah, that was good.
Manaphy was doing plenty of damage when she made it to the expedition, but the thing that was still making me concerned even when you got to the expedition is at some point your Manaphy got hit while it was near full HP with Super Fang, and it did 14 damage. And I was like, oh no.
Oh no, this thing's baby.
I'm like, I was fine, and then on that Mount Bristle, it was just like a Mount Weather, and like suddenly I'm like 2 HP, and I'm like, there's 3 like sand or hail flows in a row, and like I can't deal with this.
Yeah, you definitely had some troubles early on with the weather.
Look at these guts. But I feel like that's on the seed anyways. Like I feel like Strife will probably be having some weather issues as well.
He was having some interesting weather.
Oh, I didn't know, man. If it was so bad, it's so good later on. Why is it so... It's fine. Yeah, I mean, I'm just super glad I changed. I was like running X-ray, and I was like, it's fine.
Torrent and Tangled Feet. Okay.
Yeah.
What about
I feel like
Manaphy?
my goggle specs are just like completely unethical. I just found like maybe 10 hidden stairs.
Yep, the goggle specs were putting in work for you.
I'm like, that's my comeback.
Okay. Your Manaphy didn't have the ability I thought it did. Okay. Guts is an interesting ability for Manaphy to have, though.
Yeah. Guts reminds me of the Toxic, where I died 1 tile away from the stairs.
Yeah, I had a feeling. I'm like, he's gonna walk on the steps and he's gonna kill him.
I thought I had an Oran, but it was an Orin.
Mm-hmm. I made note of it when you picked it up, and I'm just like, oh no, it's an Oren, not an Oran.
Yeah, it's hard to read what items you grab. Because it's like, you see half the frames, maybe.
And another thing that happened, and I know we're just focusing on this Manaphy so much, but it was super unfortunate when you got a Warp Scarf, but you had to babysit the Manaphy, so you couldn't use it.
There was a second Warp Scarf, but because the fact that Manaphy has suction cups means it wouldn't have even...
Yeah, I think if I went like the HG Fin, the GG Fin strat, double Warp Scarf on both, I think
it wouldn't have worked because your Manaphy would have never warped.
Why, Manaphy? You have to do this to me? It just... I mean, the moves were fine, it's just never picked the right move.
How did you feel when you got agility?
Oh, well, I barely read the move. I saw like AG, I'm like, yeah, that's good.
That's good.
Yeah, I mean, it's...
it's Strife's hard. Using agility. Alright.
Strife is using agility on the ground and fight. He is almost
triple
done.
Speed? Oh, only a triple speed.
That should be all he needs, realistically. This, the Shifter is gonna put in enough work to... Yep, there we go.
Yeah, GG.
And I believe
done.
Strife still has seeds, yep. So
yep.
What are seeds?
You scared me a few times. I'm like, I don't think Yimmo has seeds.
No, there was a time that I bounced, and then like the enemy used like bullets it, and there was Manaphy behind me, and I'm like, oh god.
Oh my god, no.
There go my seeds, but they all missed somehow, I don't know.
It's because multi-hit moves suck in this game.
They're actually not bad at all. They're really good. It's just, they're slow. They're really good.
Strife should be joining us here pretty shortly.
Yeah, I think he's just getting ready. Welcome!
Hey, can y'all hear me?
Yep.
Yes, we can.
Awesome.
Welcome, welcome. How'd you feel about your match? That sounds all.
Yeah.
Yeah. So honestly, I know that a lot of people in the tournament have a lot more experience than me in the race. So like as soon as I got past Mount Horn, I was like, look, he's not done yet. I'm past Mount Horn. I'm good. Plus, like, yeah, like I feel like I've started to kind of crack through a bubble here. Like every run I've done for the past 2 days has been a PB, and this is no difference.
Nice. Good
Nice.
job. So you
you've
and
definitely been
Yimmo chose the same starter, but you guys chose different partners.
That makes a lot of sense. The Zapdos was really good.
Mm-hmm.
Yep, the Zapdos was solid.
Juicebox and I both agree that you had the better partner, Strife, just because that Shiftry was doing so much work for you.
Oh yeah, Stab Magical Leaf. Like you can't really
Yeah.
ask for so much more, especially with like the accuracy is just such a big deal.
Absolutely.
I
Now,
agree. I haven't seen it, but I agree.
now, did you know how agility worked in PMD?
Yes. I probably did not use it as much as I should have, but I mean, I used it on the boss fight, and I've used it plenty of times for bosses. I haven't used it as much for clearing stairs. I tried to use it a little bit to avoid some encounters, but I know I could have used it more.
Okay.
Right. And we were happy to see it used on the boss, but realistically, you weren't going to be able to use it too much to get out of bad situations.
Yeah.
Just because Yimmo's partner could walk on water, yours couldn't. It was a Shiftry.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
Out of curiosity, what abilities does your Shiftry have?
I'm looking up right now
I mean, for
because I had
agility,
no idea during the run.
like once you get agility, like you know you're always safe, but it's really slow if you just take it methodically. Sometimes you just hold B and just run, you know?
Hold B, go.
Yeah, run into something, die.
Is Leaf Guard vanilla?
Yeah, it is. Well,
don't think so.
for
Oh,
Shiftry,
okay.
I don't think so.
Oh, I'll have to look
okay.
it up.
I know it has, what is it? It has chlorophyll in vanilla, so. But yeah, it's Leaf Guard and hydration, so.
Pretty
Yeah, a
good.
lot of weather-related abilities.
I was the weather seed, so
No, it does not have Leaf Guard normally.
Okay, I thought it did for some reason. Oh well. Yeah, I was a little upset about my 2 deaths in the run. I think both were pretty avoidable, especially since I had rare fossils in Beach Cave and just like completely didn't think about it.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
I
And
lost count of my
it was
hits.
a pretty close race for a long time, too. The thing that really put Yimmo ahead a good bit was those goggle specs.
Yeah, he
Epic
got
all
goggle
specs.
specs.
Goggle
Yeah, I
specs
had-
just gives you 2 stairs on every floor, essentially.
Yeah, I was interested in that because I found them in one of the dungeons, but I just dropped them because at that point, well, I didn't pick them up because at that point I had X-ray specs and I preferred the X-rays.
Right.
But I don't know. That's a judgment call, I think, in my
Mhm.
opinion. But
Like you can just play yourself with the X-rays. Like, oh, they'll go this way for sure, and then the enemies don't. And it's like, okay, yeah, that's fine. So Goggle is just, I don't know. It's just lottery, man. If you want to gamble, then GG.
I do. I really like X-rays when you need rare fossils because that'll show you where every single shop is on every floor, and sometimes that's the only way you can get fossils.
that makes sense. Yeah, I might have been able to make it a bit of a tighter race if I had used the goggles instead of the X-rays. But I mean, I'm not upset about how I played. So
Good.
I mean, you
Yeah,
could
I
have
think
just
you
not
played
have
really well.
stairs spawned. You could have just had goggles and no hidden stairs spawned. So it's like, who knows?
Okay.
yeah, both of them have benefits, and it kind of is up to chance as to which one ends up being more beneficial.
Good. All right, boys. Yimmo, you will be facing Mr. Jay Rachi, who is in chat. Strife, you'll be facing Zebus. Very fascinating, very fun races coming up. As of right now, we actually have a match going on right now on SpeedGaming 4, which is Arrow versus Easton.
Ooh, that should be interesting.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Let's see. Any other questions, boys? Are you excited for your next matches?
I'm ready to get stomped. So
You played really well. Don't say this.
Yeah, you were playing really well. Give yourself a little bit more credit.
yeah, it's just Zebruz is a really good player. So I'm
Zeb is gonna be a mountain to overcome, but you know what? You've got time to practice. We can whip you into shape.
I definitely need it, so I will be practicing a lot.
All right. Any last thoughts on your guys' match today?
Yeah, don't pick Manafin.
Don't pick Manaphy is a good moral.
Don't pick man. Typically, don't legendary because most legendaries are pretty bad at the beginning.
Yeah, if the
Except for
legendary is in the randomizer, that means it hasn't been banned, which is a problem.
It's a questionable choice to choose legendaries.
Yeah, the limited move pool really hurts. But GG Yimmo. Thanks for the
GG. That was really good.
Alright. As for everybody in chat, we welcome you to join the PMD Discord. We are a very friendly bunch with a very, very fun speed game to run. There is plenty of games to speed run. And unlike other speed games where you have to figure out a bunch of unholy tricks, pretty much PMD is play game fast.
Play game, hold B.
Play game, hold B. It's really nice. You don't need to mash through cutscenes. You can honestly just clip something to your B button and head out. Come back. Alright, GG's to both players, and have a good night, everyone.
And just once again, before we go, thanks to SpeedGaming for hosting us, and thanks to Sky Temple for creating the randomizer that makes this all possible.
Mm-hmm.
And everybody in chat, you have a great night. If you want to watch more PMD, there is more PMD going on, like we said, in the other SpeedGaming channel.
SpeedGaming 4.
Yeah, this tournament's going by a lot really fast, so we'll be probably playing all week.